And he admitted his mistake in terms of review. He didn't try to mince the words and saying that, let's forget about it. He said it was a mistake. If they felt it was going down the leg side. And to be fair, it was not one of those where everyone was jumping up and down and they had the discussion and the countdown and you were saying, okay, we won't take it. They weren't convinced enough to go for it.
I think Chahal needed to have a leaf from Ravindra Jadeja's book. He always wants to go.
That's the wrong leaf to it. That's the whole tree.
Exactly. So every time it hits the pad, he wants to take a review. So I think if Chahal had that kind of approach, then he would have definitely gone for it, because he was the one who was in that situation to take the best decision at that stage. Because if a leg spinner is bowling and even if the ball is pitched just around the leg stump and if it's turned, there is the chances of it hitting the stump, unless height is an issue, is very high. So I think Chahal was the only person in that scenario who was in control of that situation to take that decision. I think more than the keeper, it was Chahal's call to say that okay, the ball has turned, it has pitched in line. Maybe to just reassure, he could have asked Pant at that stage, saying that did it pitched in line or it pitched outside the leg. So those were the questions needed to be answered within that short span of 30 seconds, and yes, today they didn't get it right.
And on Cricbuzz Combox, Virendra Sehwag had a great point of view when I said, what about the second review that went wrong and India lost that review? He said when Chahal was talking to Rohit Sharma, he was talking about the first review. He was reminding him what went wrong with the first review, and Rohit said, okay, we might as well take this one, and they lost that one as well. But Virat and Jaddu have a great relationship with reviews. There's a point after which he sees him going up, he says, Lena hai le lo. I've got nothing to say.
No. Also, there's a certain person who we're not sure has retired or not retired, who would have been very useful when these reviews come up. I mean, that way Dhoni was not just a great judge of what could have happened, he was also a great judge of reading the bowler and saying that anyway, Jadeja is over-enthusiastic. Is he 50% over-enthusiastic or 80% over-enthusiastic?
You gave that away too easily. I thought you were going to leave us in suspense. Retired, retired. Who could that possibly have been? That could have been a joy factor question.
Yeah. Who is retired and yet not retired, or we are not sure who's retired. Chairman of selectors is not sure who's retired. Very interesting.